Okay, I have a story that still blows my mind. It's about a simple lunch with my friend that turned into a scene out of a movie. This all went down in a busy restaurant in Boston, Massachusetts. I was having lunch with my best friend. Let's call her Chloe. We were just catching up, talking about work and life, when a man walked in and sat down at the table next to us. He was dressed in a simple t-shirt and jeans, but he had this intense stare. He wasn't looking at anyone in particular, but I could feel his gaze on our table. I thought it was strange, but I ignored it. After about 10 minutes, he got up, walked over to our table, and stood there. Chloe and I were so confused. He looked at Chloe and, in a very low voice, said, "Your dad said you were a great musician." Chloe's face went completely white. Her dad had passed away 5 years ago. I thought this was some sick prank, but the man had a look of genuine pain in his eyes. I asked him how he knew Chloe's dad, and he just shook his head and pointed at her. He then said, "I know you're his daughter. You're the one that got away." Chloe, who was now visibly shaking, asked him what he was talking about. He then sat down at our table and said, "My name is Michael. I was supposed to be your dad." Chloe and I were completely shocked. Michael went on to explain that he had met Chloe's mom in college, and they were in a relationship. They had planned to get married, but Chloe's mom had ended the relationship after finding out he had cheated on her. She had never told him that she was pregnant. He had been looking for Chloe for years and had finally found her through a series of coincidences, including a chance encounter with one of her old bandmates. Chloe's dad had never known that he had a daughter. He had died without ever meeting her. The whole restaurant was silent. It was a complete public spectacle, and Chloe and I just sat there, trying to process this information. She then went on to explain that she had always felt like there was a part of her life that was missing. It was the most heartbreaking and shocking moment of my life. Chloe and Michael are still getting to know each other. The whole experience taught me that the people you meet every day have an entire life story you know nothing about. It was a terrifying reminder that the most important parts of your life are often the most secret. It's a story that still gives me chills. So yeah, that's the story of the stranger who changed my friend's life. Have you ever had a random encounter that turned into a life-altering moment? Tell me your story in the comments.